Hey there, folks. I am Charlotte, the Gulf Coast Granny, and tonight I'm going to be working on a free pattern that I found at Hobbii.com, and it's a bunny named Nelly, and she's adorable. I'm going to show you a picture of her right now. Share screen. And Nelly, there. Now, I've chosen to use this variegated yarn because it was just some that I had left over from a project that I was doing earlier in the year, and I thought, well, use it up. So her body is going to be this variegated color, and I'm going to use a solid color for her skirt and her bow, and of course her nose. I don't know how far I'm going to get tonight, but let's see, okay? So let me get rid of this picture here of the actual bunny that I'm making, and I'll start working on the bunny. Let's see. Hey, Denise, how are you doing tonight? I'm making this bunny. I was just showing up there on the screen. I started it this morning, and I thought I would do it tonight for the live stream. I was going to try. This is the first time I've done this in a worsted weight yarn. I've been using the great big chenille yarns and the blanket yarns. Oh, fiddlesticks. I done lost count. Well, that might be a problem tonight, huh? Let's see. I'm trying to talk and crochet at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Sorry. Going to sleep, just popping in to say hi. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope everything's going good for you. 1, 2. Oh, gosh, you can't even see what I'm doing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's not right. Well, I knew this was going to be a problem. I guess I need to go back and count all my stitches. I'm supposed to have 60 stitches around. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 40, 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4, 7, 3, 8, 59.60. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm starting over. I know, right? No. There's one. Hey, Alex, how are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for coming in tonight and visiting with me. I'm doing a new project. It's the first time I've ever used worsted weight yarn on a project like this. And I have to say, I kind of like it. Even though I just kind of made a bit of a mistake. That's okay, because I do that a lot. I'm used to using the big fat 5 and 6 weight yarns with the chenille texture, like this fuzzy stuff here. And I thought I would try my hand at doing it with 4 weight yarn. And I was saying earlier, I really like doing it this way because I can really see my stitches. And that's new for me, because normally when you're using that thicker weight yarn that's real fuzzy, it's very difficult to see your stitches, and you kind of have to feel for them. And doing it this way, so simple to see everything that I'm doing. But I can't wait till I get her done. We'll see how it goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you know what I probably did? I probably increased at the end instead of decreasing. And that's what made my count off, because I'm so used to increasing at this point. This is the first row that it's required a decrease. 3, 4. Hey, Carol, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. 5, 6, 7, 8. I have put a link in the description of this video so that anybody who's interested in making this little bunny can get the pattern for free at Hobbii.com. I was on a live stream with Handcrafted by Jackie the other night, and Renee from Renee Unraveled suggested that we looked at Hobbii for some free patterns for amigurumis. And man, I'm telling you what, I was absolutely tickled with the selection that they had. Hey, Jackie, I'm talking about you. You know what? This is really a little blurry. I'm going to have to bring it up just a little bit, I think. There. But anyhow, we decided last week on a project that we're going to make over on Jackie's channel. And you're still watching the commercial. Bless your heart. Thank you, Carol. Good night, Denise. Thank you. You sleep well, dear. But anyhow, we decided on a project we're going to do on Jackie's channel. Well, I was, perusing through all the patterns, downloading like a fool, because I loved all of them pretty much. And I found this one. Let me go back and show you. That's the little bunny that I'm making right there. And I thought she was cute. I thought she looked simple. I'm making her with this variegated yarn instead of a solid color like on the picture. But I'm going to use a solid color for her skirt and her bow. I'm not sure which color yet. I haven't decided that. I've got every color of the rainbow. But once I get this finished, I'll be able to determine what color. I'm either going to go with orange or pink, I think. Not sure yet. But thank you, Jackie. I thought she was real cute. And like I said, she looked very simple because it's all one piece until you get to the arms and the ears, and, of course, the bow. Even the skirt The last row that I did was in the back loops only. So it left, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me get the picture closer. Oh, it's not going to let me. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Well, I'm not quite sure what I just did. There we go. If you can see, it left a loop because I did it in the back loops only. And so when you go to do the skirt, you start crocheting it onto that loop that's all the way around, which is kind of cool. But anyhow, I've already had to frog this row one time, so I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. 2, 3. Jackie, did you get your tree taken care of that fell down in the yard? I just saw the video a little bit ago of your storm, and wow, that wind was blowing like crazy. And you know, it's interestingly enough, I can hear the thunder rumbling outside right now as we speak. I just got a severe weather alert on my phone right before I went live. And apparently we're in for some storms here. How did you crochet them with the plarn? I've only made one thing with it, and it wasn't my favorite. Hey, Jane Doe, how are you tonight? I'm so glad to see y'all. Carol, what are you making with the plarn? I saw you the other day cutting it up and putting it all together in balls. Was that 4? Gosh, I hope that was 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I got it right that row. 8. I'm kind of tickled with myself. I will keep y'all in my prayers because these storms lately have been serious. You know, I talked to my dad this morning, and he's in Georgia, and they didn't get the same storm that you got. I think it went north of them, to be honest with you. But this morning, they had a gully washer, and it was pretty severe, but it didn't last long, thankfully, and it didn't do any damage. I need rain for my garden, but I prefer crocheting with the yarn. The plarn is stickier, but I've been using plarn lately. Are you making mats or something for homeless folks or market bags? Or Carol, tell us what you're making. Thank you. Yep, I did that. I made some hangers for my balcony garden. Oh, cool. Did you post those on your YouTube channel as well? because I didn't see those, and I'll go back and look because that sounds really interesting. Um, with all the trees down and how everything was all to one size, we thought maybe a tornado, but it wasn't. Phew. Look, I'm more terrified of tornadoes than I am hurricanes. Um, but then again, hurricanes bring with them tornadoes. So, but honestly, other than tornadoes, the main thing that terrifies me about hurricanes is all the trees that come down. Um, hey, Kelly, how are you tonight? I missed your morning motivation this morning, but I watched it later. I had to take my son to the doctor this morning. Y'all, my son has a terrible earache. You're growing kale in hydroponics in juice bottles. They tend to tip unless I hang them on my railing. That is really clever. But I did watch it later, Kelly. And, I enjoyed it as always. I enjoy your Monday motivation so much. I think I'm going to start writing down all of your quotes and keeping them in a little journal or something, because they're extremely relevant. You know what I mean? And also, I think I like the Monday motivation because it's intelligent conversation, and I really like that. And I'm here all day by myself, and I don't get a lot of intelligent conversation. So there's that. I enjoy it a lot. Let's see. To one side, everything was leaned over is what. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it. You haven't thought to do that yet. Well, Kelly, there you go. Stick it in a journal and you'll have it to refer back to in times of need. You made water bottle carriers. I made some of those years ago for my daughter when she was in middle school. That's when the water bottle craze became really big. And all the kids were carrying their hydro flasks everywhere. And that was way before the Stanley craze. And she begged me to make her one that she could take to school with her and just kind of put it over her shoulder like a purse. Well, I made her one. And then all of her little girlfriends, every single kid in that middle school wanted one. I ended up making about 15 of them. But I made them out of kitchen cotton of some sort. It was either sugar and cream or one of those. And, the thing about those is they stretched out so bad. And I'm thinking that with the Plarn, they won't stretch at all. Let me know if I'm right about that. I did it early in the season, but lately I have not. I gotcha. I'm so excited about this little bunny, y'all. I was telling everybody earlier that this is the first time that I've been brave enough to try to complete a project with worsted weight yarn. I started the Highland Cow with worsted weight cotton. And of course, we all know how my Highland Cow turned out. Oh, it has. Jackie says her Plarn has stretched. I had to toss my yarn stash a few years ago. My landlord replaced my broken fridge with one from another unit. Oh no, it was infested with roaches, and soon my yarn, my books, etc. had to. I'm so sorry, Carol. That's terrible. Good grief. I'd have been mad as a hornet. As a hornet. Good grief. Oh, don't that just give you the heebie-jeebies too? Woo. So anyhow, what I wanted to let y'all know, and I know that Kelly and Jackie already probably know this, but Hobbii has so many free amigurumi patterns, and they are all just precious. So I highly recommend going on over to Hobbii.com. It's HOBBII.com, and peruse through those free patterns that they have, because I was impressed, very impressed. And now, like I said, this pattern here, I'm realizing is not very complicated at all. It's big, but it's not complicated. Yeah, cotton would be nice. Yeah, as long as it didn't stretch. And I haven't found anything yet to make those water bottle things with that doesn't stretch too much. And I have not tried acrylic, but acrylic's kind of stretchy too. Thank you, Jane Doe, for posting that link. I did want to let everybody know that I did post the link in the description of my video to this particular bunny. So later, if you're interested, just click on it and it'll take you right to it. Okay. Now let me see. I got to look at my directions real quick. Okay. Because I don't know how many I need to make. Let's see. On the next row, I will work 1 into the first 7 and then single crochet, do a decrease. And I should have 48 by the time I'm finished. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's rumbling out there. So anyhow, I was telling y'all that I took my son to the doctor this afternoon because he has a terrible earache. I mean, it's bad. He didn't go to sleep till 2 o'clock this morning because his ear was hurting him so bad. Hey, Lori, thank you so much for that reminder. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anyhow, it's not a middle ear infection like I thought it was. It's basically an outer ear infection. He has a whole lot of wax buildup in that one ear, and it's caused bacteria to, you know how infections work. And it's super painful for him. It's kind of like, she described it like swimmer's ear, but he hasn't been swimming. But, that can happen when you're taking a shower, when you're sweaty, whatever. The fluid can build up in there. So I got a referral to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and they're going to clean his ear out. But they also gave me a earwax softening drops and some antibiotic drops because he's so sensitive. She tried to pull some of the wax out today, and he just couldn't hardly take it. And I felt I just wanted to cry for him. He was and he was being so stoic, and he was wincing, and I knew he was in pain, and I just wanted to scream at her, stop it right now. Hey, Rosalie, how are you doing tonight? But anyhow, look, he's 16 years old. I can't baby him forever, can I? Should I? I don't know. But when your kid's in pain, it don't matter how old they are. You just want to take it away from them. But hopefully I get a call from the ear, nose, and throat doctor tomorrow. And all they're going to do is clean that ear out. But I'm hoping that we can get maybe a couple of days of antibiotics in him to reduce the pain that he's feeling so it won't hurt when they do it. That's the goal anyway. That's the goal. Okay, where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I told the doctor today, I said, what causes that? Because this has never been a problem for him before. He's never had, because she said, well, some people just produce more earwax than other people. And I said, well, this has never been an issue. Why would it all of a sudden just crop up? She didn't know. So maybe the ear, nose, and throat doctor can explain it so we can prevent it. That was my point. 1, 2. Here comes the rain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Decrease. 1, 2. Look, if y'all can hear that rain and that thunder, I'm liable to put y'all to sleep tonight. Of course, I'm liable to do that anyway. 3, 5, 6, 7, and decrease. It might even put me to sleep. That'll be a funny video. Me sitting here crocheting in my sleep. Snoring. 5, 6, 7. Y'all, Jackie, I wanted to let you know it has taken everything in me not to start that pig pattern already. That's why I started this bunny rabbit today, because I wanted to start the pig really bad. And I said, no, I can't do that. I have to wait. So I decided to do another project. And hopefully, I don't know if I'll finish this tonight. Chances are I probably won't. I'm hoping to get at least to the top of its head before I'm 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I'm hoping to get her finished before Friday. I guess since I got a dress, she's got a dress on, I might as well call her a girl since it's a kid's toy anyway. You know, it's funny. I was looking in the camera and it looks like this side is bigger than this side, but it really is not. It's just the angle of my camera. And because I folded it over and I put them side by side like this, it's got to be an optical illusion because of the colors difference or something. 7. I made a plant holder on a live last night and really messed it up. I'm so sorry, Carol. Isn't that frustrating when you do that? It is so frustrating because you kind of feel like a ding-a-ling when you do that. 1, 2, 3. I know I do. I don't know if everybody else does or not, but I do. Debbie, welcome. Thank you for coming in tonight. Thankfully, this next row here is just single crochets all the way around. I don't have to count and pay attention. I probably should count when I'm finished, but we'll see. I might not. I'll know if I got it right when I do the next row. But I really like working with this worsted weight yarn. I really do. I'm surprising myself. The yarn that I'm using is, I love this yarn. I love this yarn. Of course, Hobbii Lobby. And the color name is Sunset. And I thought it was just really pretty. When I was making my never-ending granny square blanket, this was one of my favorite variegated yarns that I used for that project. And I had so much of it left over that I thought, yep, that'll make a bunny. That will make the perfect bunny. Now, I don't have a clue who this bunny's going to, because, you know, usually I make these for my grandkids. Debbie, I'll show you the picture of the bunny. If y'all don't, if those of you who have been here a while already, you know, don't mind, I'm going to show it off again one more time. Right there, that's the bunny that I'm making. And I'm just doing it in this color, and the skirt and the bow will be a solid color. Haven't decided which color yet. But yeah. That is a free pattern at Hobbii.com, and her name is Nelly, and I do have a link to the pattern in the description box below the video. So what's everybody up to tonight? What projects are you working on? It is adorable, isn't it, Jane? Look, I'm telling you, I cannot express enough how impressed I was with the free patterns at Hobbii.com. And I didn't even know they existed. I don't shop very much at Hobbii. I do occasionally buy their cotton cakes, the Sultan cakes, and the, you know, those. My husband's in here making all kinds of noise, knowing darn good and well that I'm doing this live stream. Please put the dog to bed, dear. Good. Good. You need to go to bed. Please take the dog with you. Oh, the dog don't want to go.
It's not time for him doing that yet.
Yes, it is. It's time. Anyhow, I was saying that I don't really shop with Hobbii very much, except when they have a good sale on those cotton cakes. So I never really searched the patterns. I thought I didn't have a reason to, until I started making these amigurumis, and Renee turned us on to that website the other day. And I was like, what? Opened up a whole new world for me. Truly. So, how many of you were here in my live stream when I was showing off all of the premier yarn that I bought last week, excuse me. They were having a sale on their mill ends, chenille mill ends. This is one of them here. $2 a bag, this size. Look, it's bigger than my head. 17.6 ounces per bag for $5 a bag. So I bought 9 of them, and they're in this box here behind me. And I bought 9 different colors, 2 balls each. Well, then that was probably last Monday or Tuesday when I did that. It was the 3rd, I know that. And it got here Saturday, and I was tickled to death over it. It is an awesome deal. So what I did on Friday, because we got paid on Friday, and I had a little bit of extra pocket money. So I decided to buy 10 more, and it's not here yet. I did get them fast. I was really surprised because, you know, with a lot of these yarn companies, it takes sometimes a week or 2 or 6 to get your yarn. Joanne. You know, when Joanne was closing up, I hated to hear it. But I thought to myself, it's no wonder that they're closing up, because their I don't know about their customer service in the store, but online, their customer service is not great. Their shipping was not great. Every time I ever ordered anything from Joanne, they forgot half of it, or they put the wrong thing in there, or there was always some kind of mistake, and I had to call and say, hey, this isn't what I ordered, or you left some things out, or whatever. Now, they would make it right. They always made it right. But it's aggravation, you know, that you really don't want when you're ordering yarn. I'm making you want to buy some. Well, the reason I did it really is because you got me hooked on these amigurumis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I wanted to have plenty of colors and plenty of yarn to make whatever I wanted to make with it. So basically for somewhere around $110, I have accomplished that goal. So there. Oh, that blue was, which one? The aqua blue or the blueberry blue? Because I really like the blueberry blue. Oh dear. Last night, I closed this box up real tight so the cats wouldn't get in here and mess with it. I woke up this morning and Birdie, my calico cat, was curled up right on top of the box like she was guarding it or something. You think it was, I'll show you. Hang on one second. Okay. This one is the blueberry. Oh, there. And then this one is the aqua. But this one, I really, the camera doesn't do this one justice. It is a very, very saturated blue color. And I am really messing up here because I have a thing on, you know, a background. Thank you for sharing the link. It let me in the second time. I have almost a full skein of hot pink from the scrap bag that I bought. Well, of course. I want to share links, and I'm happy that Jane was sharing the links because I want y'all to be able to enjoy, you know, make as many projects for free that you can. I mean, the yarn already costs enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then, okay. And, you know, when you go on Etsy and purchase a pattern, you're going to pay anywhere from around $3 all the way up to $10, sometimes $12. And, well, I know that the designers work really hard, but sometimes I just don't want to pay that much for a pattern. And these free resources are a blessing. And I don't know if these companies realize what a blessing they are to some folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But maybe they do because, you know, they do it for us. My hubby always said that Joanne would go out of business if I stopped shopping there. He was right. That's funny. Oh, Jamerica likes the aqua. Welcome in, Jamerica. Thank you so much for coming. I like the aqua too. I really do. Look, I don't have a favorite color. I love them all. That was an odd sounding piece of thunder right there. Honestly, it kind of startled me a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, fiddlesticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Y'all. Okay. Whew. I need to pay attention real quick. 6, 7, 8. Hey, Simon, what's it? Yeah, oops. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I was watching a crocheter today on YouTube, and I can't remember her name, but she was crocheting and talking at the same time and keeping up with her chat like a pro. And I thought to myself, why can't you do that? Because it's really difficult sometimes to count, keep track of what you're doing, and talk and keep, read at the same. There's so many things going on at once. Thank you so much for showing up here, Simon. You have a wonderful night too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had just a momentary moment of envy that she could do all of that and keep everything straight. But she's a whole bunch younger than me. I can just use my old age as a good excuse, right? Hey, Crafty Gypsy, how are you doing? Bunnies are always fun and great gift fillers. Also, yes, they are. They certainly are. This is the first bunny that I've ever made. Of course, I haven't been doing amigurumis very often or very long. Jackie, didn't we decide around January is when I made that robot for my grandson? My grandson had a fascination with robots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Booyah. Hot diggity dog. And so I decided to make him one. And now the pattern that I got, I found that as a free pattern on Red Heart or Yarnspiration, I think. 2, 3, 4. Oof. 6. Here we go. 7 and 8. Yeah, I think so too. What's your opinion on this pattern? Crafty Gypsy, this is a very simple pattern. I like it. It's not difficult to read. It's not difficult to assemble. Like, you have to start with one leg, and it's only about this long. It's supposed to be 11 rows, but I made it 12 because I thought 11 would be too short. Here I am already trying to change things. So I made 2 legs first. So when you do the second one, you don't finish it off. You just chain 3 and then attach it to the second leg and go around. And then you come back around. And when you get to the middle back here, you chain 3 more, or you go into the chain. You do into the chain 3 that you made. And then you keep going around. And then when you get back over here, when you start, you end it right here, and then you start with the chain 3 single crochet in the next that you made, and you just keep going around, and it's super, super easy. Where am I? Okay, I'm good. 2, 3. But yeah, I don't have any problems with the pattern at all. I think it's a great pattern so far. so far. But now I did read through it before I started this project, and I didn't run across anything that looked real crazy. I did run into a term that I had not seen before, and it said TBL. Well, I knew that BL was back loop, but I'm used to reading back loop only, like BLO. And hers was TBL, and it means through back loop. That was a little hard to get used to in the beginning, to see the terminology, because I had to go back 2 or 3 times and look at it and go, what does that mean again? You know, but other than that, that was it. Yeah, you were around then, because you're the one that encouraged me to do the robot. Hey, Mona, how are you doing tonight? How's your wrist doing? Did you use ice and heat like we talked about? And look, if y'all don't know who each other is, go ahead and go subscribe to each other. Because, you know, that's how we're getting ahead on these YouTube streets. And also, please don't forget to hit that like button before you leave. In fact, you could do it now before you forget. If you're anything like me, you will forget. I'm good and nope. Okay. Okay. I am so happy. So glad that you're good. I need my tea, y'all. Good grief. When we were at the doctor today with my son, my daughter took us to the doctor appointment. And she said, hey, I'm going to leave y'all here. I'm going to go get something to drink. I said, oh, baby, would you mind picking me up a glass of tea? Or, you know, a to-go cup of tea. Look how big this thing is. It's big in my head, too. So she brings back this tea. Y'all, it's almost the worst tea I'd ever had in my life. And they had just made it. And I think what they did was they made it too strong. They put either too many tea bags or not enough water or something. And so when I got home, I poured it out, and I've been putting my tea in that cup ever since. I'm half tempted to go buy myself some cups that big, because I really like a lot of tea. So, Jackie, have you gotten the yarn that you need for the pig that we're going to do on Friday? And Kelly, if you're still in here, I'll ask you the same thing. I'm so excited about doing that. But I also found another pig on that website, the Hobbii website, that I think I might do if I finish this in time. But usually I give these away to my grandkids. And I'll make a box of them and send them, or make one specifically for one grandkid if they want it, or, you know, if I think they'll like it. But this one is just for nobody. Okay. I'm going to count this real quick just to make sure that I'm on the right track. Okay. Let me look at I haven't looked yet. I'm pretty sure I have what I need. You know me, I pick my own colors. That's what I'm doing. I've got what I need. I have more cotton than anybody in the world could need. And some of it's scrap cotton, but I think it'll be enough to do some of those rows. And I'm just picking my own colors too. Haven't decided on any yet, but I'm, looking through them. 42 is what I need. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I am right on target. That's great. Hey, Crafter. Manchester, why can't I say that word? Manchester, UK. Just came across you. Really enjoy and thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Do you crochet as well, Crafter? Or do you do other crafting? 1, 2, 3. I've reached my limit of subscriptions, but I keep taking screenshots so I can sub tomorrow or later in the week. Okay. I didn't know there was a max subscription. I thought you could subscribe to anybody you wanted to. 3. Okay, I gotta check my instructions again. Let's see real quick. So I'm at 42, 5. Okay, 5, 4, 3. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, just got back into crochet and paper crafting. Okay. You know what? I've been wanting to maybe dabble in some card making, but I'll be honest with you. It seems like there's a lot of little bits and bobs, as the people in your country say. We call them doodads. And I really don't have enough storage for a lot of stuff to make those cards with. I have more yarn and more diamond paintings than I could ever need. And but I would like to try my hand at it and maybe get a few things that I could fit in a small tote to stick under the bed. And it never works that way. You get into doing something and then the hoard it multiplies and multiplies. And I'm afraid of that, to be honest with you. Because I don't need another bunch of clutter. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got to back up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one thing that I haven't started doing with my amigurumi making yet is yarning under. Y'all, I've been crocheting for 50 years, plus a couple, plus or minus a couple. And that under crochet it does not come natural to me at all. And I feel like if I practiced it over and over again, it probably would. But it's not what I'll end up doing. Here's how it works. I start a project and I immediately get busy on it, doing it yarn over. And then about the 3rd or 4th row in, I go, oh, for crying out loud, why did I start it like that? So I end up finishing it like that. So there's that. I made bits for grandchildren for christening and birthdays and so on. Not done cards yet. Okay. Well, that's kind of, and I thought to myself when I was talking about making cards, I thought, well, they're so expensive in the store. You can go pay $10 for a greeting card. when you used to be able to get them for 99 cents, Um, and maybe it would be a little less expensive to make cards. And then I thought, nope, not with all the stuff you have to buy, not with all the foil stuff and just the little doodads that you put all over the cards. I can't even think like that yet. I can't wrap my head around it. Okay, cats, what are y'all doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Ivy, go away. My little gray cat's trying to harass my calico. That's Ivy and Birdie, respectively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've. Nope. Okay. We'll see. We will see if I got it right or not. Y'all, I'm finally starting to harvest tomatoes. I got a couple of red ones over there. Well, I have to pick them early before they completely ripen on the vine, because if I don't, the bugs are going to eat them all. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Carol said, I thought so too, but each time I watch a live, I subscribe to everyone. Seems I'm limited to 2,000. It goes according to how many subscribers you have. Is that right? Well, I'm guilty of not subscribing to everyone. I subscribe to the channels I really like, and the ones, that I'm interested in learning from, or, and of course, people who support me, I do subscribe to them. The diehards and the people that come a lot. I do subscribe to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I feel like I'm just not. 5 is an off number for me on this row, I guess.
can't hear you yet.
Can you hear me now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Will you please text everybody and tell them that the power's back on, but the internet is not, and I'm just going to sit here and crochet until I can get my internet back up. Oh, well, they can hear me. Okay. Well, thankfully, I guess they can hear me.
Indeed. That bolt was close.
It was. It was really close, and it was kind of scary.
I heard crack boom.
I know. And the power just went bam, done.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yep.
Y'all, that was absolutely crazy. So I'm having a really hard time reading the text. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that y'all can hear and see what I'm doing. It's just I'm using 2 cameras, and my phone is working great, and that's what this is. But my computer is trying to reboot, and
once the modem reboots, you'll be fine.
will you look at this and tell me what's going on with my computer, because it's doing some stuff I've never seen it do before, and I don't know what that means. Should I put restart?
Yeah.
Right here. Okay, access code. Oh no. Can you go get that, please?
I'll read it to you.
No, I don't want you to read it to me. I want you to do it for me because I'm trying to crochet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Poppy's so good to me, y'all. Okay, I can't see this. Can't hear me. Carol can't. Crafter. Okay, great. Great. I'm so sorry, y'all. But, can't control the weather, I guess. I don't know where I'm at now. Y'all, that kind of threw me for a loop. Okay, here we go. Poppy's trying to fix it. I'm thinking that maybe you don't think it hit that tower or that pole where the internet is, do you?
I hope not.
I hope not too. 2, 3. Y'all, that scared the bejesus out of me. Hey, Jessica. Thank you so much. I'm having a really difficult time reading the chat because the print on my phone is so tiny, but I will do my best, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, look, y'all, it turned out, wow, I'm really surprised that that row is right on point because I felt like I was messing it up the whole time. Okay, that is good. That's good news. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do you think that that means that it was ready to come back on? Now what?
I don't know. It's AT&T. Exit out of that.
Exit out of what?
AT&T. Go back to your normal thing.
Okay. It says, oh, I think it's coming back. Yay! It is back. Okay, let me. I'm back. I'm alive. Oh, that was kind of scary. Um, the power went out during Camille's live last night, and her power was out for 12. Woo, Lori, that's a long time. Goodness gracious. 12 hours. See, I wouldn't have been able to sleep because it's 79 or so degrees here right now, and that would have been really hot. That's what I hate about hurricanes. When we have hurricanes and the power goes out, it's usually in August or September when it's 95 degrees at midnight. I need a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. I know. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. I didn't do it though. Poppy did it. Poppy did it. He's such a huge help whenever it comes to this technology because honestly, I'm not good at it at all. Okay, thanks. Thanks. I'm glad you can hear. And everybody stayed. Look at that. There's still 12 people in the chat. Thank you so much for staying and waiting on me. I really appreciate that. Now that is loyalty. You hear me? And I respect loyalty. And I'm very grateful. Okay. I don't know. Can y'all hear the thunder too? Or is it just, I mean, is it just audible to me? Because I know when I was on with Jackie on one of her streams one time when it was thunderstorming, good grief, y'all. I thought her house was going to come down around her ears. You hear it, Jamaica? I don't mind thunderstorms, but I don't like it when the power goes out. Especially when it's just rumbly thunder. I like that. Now, when it's that violent thunder and lightning's popping all around you, that's a little scary. Or maybe a better word is concerning. So listen, I have a whole bunch of lemon balm that's growing in my grow bag. And it's basically taken over the grow bag. And I guess I made a mistake and I put oregano and thyme in there. So I need to harvest it and dry it. So when y'all dehydrate your lemon balm, do you put it in a dehydrator or do you just dry it out in the air? And, like hang it upside down or something and just let it dry. Thunderstorms are where you're at too, Jane? Yeah, it's probably headed your direction. I mean, coming from here up to there. Jane Doe, how close are you to Montgomery? Just out of curiosity. I mean, you don't have to be specific or anything, but one, two, three. Hey, Michelle. Boy, you missed the excitement, Michelle. I had a power outage in the middle of a live stream. Of course, it wasn't exciting for everybody else. It was more exciting for me because it kind of startled me and got me real confused about what I was supposed to do next. Jamerica said, I put my herbs in a paper bag to dry most of the time. Are you in the South where it's real muggy, or are you up north where the humidity's different? Because here, one of the things I found with when I dehydrate food, I have to put oxygen absorbers in with anything that I dehydrate, or humidity absorbers, because if I put it in a jar and put the lid on it, it'll go bad. It just gets gummy and sticky because of all the humidity here. And during the summertime, even in the wintertime, we've got 80% humidity or more, or more. Oh, you're in Central Texas. Hmm. 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 Hey, Lisa, how are you doing tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Did I already go? Okay, well, okay. I got it. Confused myself there for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. I am making a bunny, Lisa. I will show it to you. Share screen. There she is. Her name is Nelly. And I got her as a free pattern on Hobbii.com if you're interested in it. But I decided to make her in these pretty variegated colors. And her skirt will be solid. And excuse me, her bow will also be a solid color. I just haven't decided what color to use yet. And in fact, I think I'm going to make her eyes a color as well so that they don't get lost. Because those black eyes, they're pretty, but I think they kind of get lost in all of this color. So I'm going to try to find maybe a gold eye or a bright green eye to stand out a little bit. Okay, where am I? 1, 2, 3. Thanks, Jane Doe. Well, I don't hear any thunder now. I guess that old storm decided to move on to Alabama. Sorry, Jane. Let me fix my screen here. Oops, that's not right. Well, there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. Decrease. This is starting to get a little bit, the smaller it gets, the more fiddly it kind of gets, where you have to mess with it a lot to get the stitches where you want them. Turn it, manhandle it. So what y'all have for dinner? You know what I had? Nothing. I have not eaten dinner yet. My daughter bought some pizzas. And to be honest with you, I don't care for pizza that much, to be honest with you. It's not my favorite thing to eat. So I decided that later, Poppy made a roast for dinner last night. Ooh, a salad sounds good. I've got some romaine lettuce and some stuff to make salad with in there. Maybe I'll do that later. That sounds really good. What I really wanted was some egg drop soup. I didn't get that either. Maybe I'll get some tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. I wanted some really bad on yesterday. And Poppy left the house because he was going to go pick me some up. Yesterday, it seems like, y'all know I've been sick for the last week, about a week and a half or so. And I'm on the mend. I really am. But at night, when I lay down, I cough incessantly. Well, last night, I only slept for an hour because I woke up coughing and then couldn't get back to sleep. I did get to take a nap earlier today for about 4 hours. So I'm good. It's just yesterday, I started feeling a little bad again. I was congested and my throat hurt and I was coughing. I said, I cannot believe this. I thought it was going away. But like I said, I was feeling bad. And what Poppy said, is there anything I can get you? I said, you know what? I'd really like to have some more of that egg drop soup. Because when I was sick the week before, that's all I wanted to eat. So he said, I'll go get you some. Bless his heart. And he tried to go up there and get me some. He did go, but they were closed. Closed on Sunday. Just like every other restaurant in this town. And I'm thinking, y'all could really make a lot of money on Sunday if you just stay open. But I get it. Sunday's a day of rest. We had the kids over with their fiancés and made shish kebabs yesterday. So we just had leftovers. It's been blazing hot here the last few days. Yeah, I bet it has. That sounds really delicious. Did you have them with chicken or beef or pork? How did you make your shish kebabs? Just curious. Because, I like to eat. I wish I could eat a whole lot at one time. If I could, I'd be one of them mukbang channels. You ever seen those where they just eat and eat and eat? I would do that. But I can't eat that much. I can only eat small bits at a time. But I can eat that small bits at a time about 14 times a day if given the opportunity. Of course, then again, if I tried to do one of those channels, I would probably be as big as a house. And then they'd start making reaction channels about me and my terrible life decisions. And I really don't want that kind of karma in my life. I don't want that kind of negativity, Steak chucked up and also chicken thigh chunks with mushrooms, zucchini, onions, bell pepper. Oh my goodness, my mouth is watering, Lisa. For real. Oh gosh, that sounds so delicious. Jane says the thunderstorms have been here all night. Hope yours is over. I hope it is too. It sounds pretty quiet out there right now. There's no rain. If there is, it's very little. And I'll tell you how I can tell. We have a back porch back there. it's more like a stoop. It's only about, if I had to guess, I'd say a 6x4 back porch. But over the top of it, there is a corrugated plastic roofing material. And every time it starts to rain, that's how I know it's raining, because I hear it pelting onto that roofing material. Oh, Jackie had a salad for dinner as well. What kind of salad did you have? You know, I can't stop thinking about sauerkraut ever since you told me about the sauerkraut that you ferment. It was simple and yummy and has lasted 2 days. That's amazing, Lisa. I should I might make some of those. I've got some chicken in the fridge. I would do it with chicken. I don't happen to have any tender steak that I can cut up right now. I've got some chuck roast and I've got some beef shanks in there, but I don't have any steak or anything tender enough to go on a kebab, you know. Wait a minute. Okay. Why do I do that every time? 3. This should be easier now because I don't have so many to count. I'll tell you another thing that I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened there, but that was bad. Again, what I was going to say is one thing I've noticed about working with this worsted weight yarn is that I don't feel like I have to fight with it like I do sometimes with the blanket yarn. That's one reason I really like working with chenille, is because I don't feel like I have to fight with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm good. And this is just easy to work with, honestly. I will probably end up doing more 4-weight amigurumis. In fact, I know I will. There's no probably to it. I can see my stitches. I'm not fighting. I just need to learn to do the yarn under instead of the yarn over. Because I really believe that with the yarn under, it makes your stitches a little tighter. I don't think it's enough to make a huge difference. But it is what it is, you know. Welcome all of my new folks that are just been in recently. Please don't forget to hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, something's not right. Let's tear it out and see what happens. Start over with that row. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3. I'm going to be quiet the rest of this row, okay? Oh, roasted beets. Quit it. Y'all are making me hungry. I love roasted beets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like now that summer has gotten here, that all I can do is look forward to fall. And honestly, the bulk of the summer hasn't even hit yet. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just not looking forward to it. Jane, I either wasn't paying attention or did you answer my question about how close you are to Montgomery? If you don't want to, it's okay. I don't know if I didn't see the answer or what. One. Oh, come on. And I just said that I didn't feel like I was fighting this yarn. Okay, that worked out better. Yay. 4, 5. Perfect. Now let me look at my instructions again real quick. I'm almost finished with the body, and the next section will be his head, her head, whatever. But let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, work 1 in the first 3, then single okay. Repeat between until in around 24 stitches. 28. Okay. Let me count this and make sure I've got it right. Fiddlesticks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yay! I love it when the numbers do what they're supposed to do. Okay, now after this step, I'm going to stuff the body. Okay. Did you get my email that you asked for? You know what, Jane? I have not looked, but thank you for reminding me. Okay, you can tell me later. Yes. Yes, ma'am. That is perfection. Thank you. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. 11, 12. I really should have some music for these quieter moments. And I apologize to y'all for not having that ready tonight, but I did not think that I was going to have so many of these quiet moments. I don't know why. Hey, Lydia, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing, dear? Okay, it's time for me to go grab the stuffing. Actually, I don't have to go far. You know what I think I'm going to do is go get me a chopstick. And that'll help me stuff it in there where it needs to go. I'll be right back, guys. I hope you. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Lydia. Have you tried some clove on there? It'll numb it. It'll numb it some. I mean, it won't fix it, but it might give you some relief. And when I had some dental issues about a year and a half ago, from an old filling that basically it got loose in my mouth, and then it cracked the tooth cracked underneath the filling. So I had no idea that there was an issue until there was a big issue because it hurt a lot. And the only thing that helped, like over the counter stuff that helped, was naproxen sodium. That is the only thing that would give me any relief from that. Other than, and I did use cloves, and clove oil is what I had. But you can take just a plain old whole clove and stick it, right between your gum and your cheek, and it'll help if you don't have the clove oil. I always swish coconut oil in my mouth if I have a toothache and I can't get to the dentist. It's called oil. I've heard about that, but I never really knew what it was used for. That's really interesting. So it helps with mouth hygiene of some sort, or is it strictly for like painful situations? And when you do it, do you use fractionated coconut oil, like the liquid kind, or do you use, like, the stuff you get that's so susceptible to temperature changes? Because it'll melt real easy. Shoot, I can have it in my pantry, and if my air conditioner goes off in between the time when it's on and then it shuts off and then it's on again, in between that time, it'll melt a little bit. Yeah, I do hope you feel better soon, Lydia. I hate that for you, because there is nothing in the world like a toothache. Jeez. Yeah, try that coconut oil idea too. Because, when your tooth hurts, you'll do anything to stop it. I use unrefined coconut oil from Costco, and it kills the bacteria and stops the toothache for a little while. it also used for hygienic purposes because it also neutralized. That's a really good idea. I didn't realize that. I might have to try some of that. Along, of course, with brushing my teeth and, going to the dentist every 6 months. Okay. Well, this is the front, and I'm calling this the front because this is where it's, I want to say splits. This is where you can tell you started the row and then you ended the row. So I want this to be the front because the goes straight across, but it looks kind of, y'all, does that look a little lopsided to you? Maybe it's just lumpy because I don't have enough stuffing in it. Sorry, guys. These chopsticks have come in so handy. My daughter bought them, gosh, probably 5 years ago. She got them off of Amazon and thought she was cute because she had her own set of chopsticks, right? It looks fine to you, Ziggy. Thank you. Thank you. So anyhow, she buys these chopsticks and she never used them except to eat ramen noodles, however you say it. And I have used, well, she bought a set of 5 of them. I have used these for everything from stuffing amigurumis to planting seeds, or, starting seeds in a cell or a cup or something. I'll take it and use the end of it to make a little hole in the dirt and cover up the seed. I've used it for all kinds of stuff. Get yourself a set of chopsticks, y'all. They're invaluable. Okay. I don't know why, but it looks like it's puckering. I don't like that. By the time I'm finished stuffing this thing, it's going to look either like a menopausal old lady or a pregnant bunny. Jeez. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm starting to like that. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's start the head. I'm going to need my instructions for that. Let's see. The last sentence on this set of instructions for the body says, now the head is made. And I'm looking at it going, no, it's not. But I think what it means is next the head is made. Okay, let's make the head. Ooh, that's a lot of rows. Goodness. Okay, well, let's start it. Sorry, guys. Putting all my hands in the way. The stuffing helps. Yeah, it does help with the shape a lot. It did need more stuffing. 2 in each. Okay, I'm just going to have to keep going back and forth between instructions and this. I can only remember 1 row at a time. That's okay. That is okay. So now I'm going to make 2 stitches in each doodad. This bunny's a little hippie, isn't she? That's okay. Them boy bunnies like curvy girls. Oh, wow. We've got 19 folks in here. Love Pandas. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Y'all, please don't forget to hit the like button. I definitely would appreciate it. If you like. Now, look, don't do it just because I said so. Do it if you like what I'm doing here. I mean, I don't want nobody hitting the like button and then going, I don't even like that lady. Why would I do that? You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't hit the like button if I didn't like what I was looking at. Oh. No, I think I am going to have a salad tonight. And then I might go to the store tomorrow and get stuff to make shish kebabs because that sounds really good. And I've got a what do you call it? A Blackstone griddle. And I have a regular grill, but the Blackstone's so easy. I don't know if that would work though. I'm going to piece it out in my head. Hey, Ray of Sunshine, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. It does sound good, doesn't it? Lisa was telling me that she had made some for dinner and it lasted her 2 days. You know, one for whatever her occasion was and then one for leftovers. Oh, shoot. That ain't bad. And I've got all the peppers and I would have to go get some mushrooms, but I've got zucchini and I've got peppers here. I've got onions here. So I got just about everything I need for it. I've got chicken. I've got some marinade, or I can make my own. Y'all, you know what I made today? Okay, my son loves mangoes. So I made him some mango sorbet. Y'all, it was delicious. I could not believe how good it turned out. Hey, Lisa McNaughton. Please tell me I said that right. From British Columbia, Canada. First time joining, and I look forward to catching the next live as I can't stay much longer tonight. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for joining us, and I do appreciate your support of the channel. I can't wait to see you come back again. Wait, let me make sure I got that in the right spot. I did. Okay. But anyhow, all I did was I took some mango. I had it I had frozen mango from Walmart in the bag. And I added about a quarter cup. Now, mind you, I used a little NutriBullet. It's the small one, the mini. So it only holds about 16 ounces. So I took half of the bag of mango, about a quarter cup of sweetened condensed milk, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and I didn't have any lemon juice or fresh lemons. So I used a pineapple orange juice that I had in the cabinet. And I buy the little single bottles of it for my son to take for lunches at school and stuff. So I used that instead of lemon juice and a little bit of vanilla. Y'all, it was crazy good. Crazy good. You don't have to do anything either. It's not like you need an ice cream maker or anything like that. You just smash it all up in that little NutriBullet or your food processor or a blender. Make sure it's smooth and then just pour it into a container and freeze it. Y'all, It was really, really good. I'm going to make more. Definitely going to make it again. In fact, he's already eaten all of it. So I have to make more tomorrow. Thankfully, I have a half a bag, half of everything left, basically. But now he wants me to try it with blueberries too. I thought, well, shoot, that sounds good too. I do think I'd rather use lemon juice in the blueberries, though, rather than the orange pineapple. That's just me. Maybe some peach. Maybe some peach. Oh, peach. Y'all, that sounds delicious, doesn't it? Mmm. Peach ice cream is one of my favorite ice creams in the whole world. So if I could make it into a sorbet like that, that would be pretty cool. My my garden's kind of half in and half out. And by that I mean the beans are starting to look wilted. Some of my squash is looking wilted. Probably vine borer's getting it. Um, but everything looks kind of beat up. Now, mind you, I've had it in the ground since April 15th. It is now almost June 15th. So it's been 3 months. And it might just be time for some of that stuff to be finished. My grandma used to make us peaches and cream when I was a kid. Oh, that sounds delicious. Gosh, that sounds delicious. Um, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you hungry, Jackie. Well, yes, I do. Oh, peach ice cream is so good, isn't it? Mm. But if you make it with the sorbet, and instead of using sweetened condensed milk, you could use like a almond milk or a make it how you want to. You don't even have to put sugar in it. You could put artificial sweetener in it. You could put now, of course, mangoes do have a lot of sugar in them, but every now and then you just got to have some kind of something that tastes good and is comforting and refreshing and all the things. Okay. Well, I did that row. Let me go read the instructions for the next one. Okay. Work one single crochet into the first 7, then 2 into the next. So what I'm doing is increasing. That's great. 7. Okay. And gosh, I think you could even do it with canned peaches if you wanted to. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6. I feel like I'm slowing down a little bit because I'm trying to pay really close attention to what I'm doing. And there's no rule saying you have to crochet fast. I'm so glad you are doing this. It helps me to see someone do it. Well, thank you. I'm glad that it's helpful for you. Really. I am not a professional at this, Love for Pandas. I just started doing this back in January ish. It could have been February, but it was somewhere around there. But I enjoy it. Um, and I'm learning every time I do a project. I learn something new. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you see the picture of what I'm making? Since we have some new folks in here, I'm going to go ahead and post it one more time. Put it up on the screen, I mean. There's a picture of what I'm making. It is a free pattern off of Hobbii.com, Hobbii.com. And they have all kinds of free patterns for the amigurumis. And also other things, blankets, shawls, handbags, anything you want. They have some great patterns on their site. So go check them out. Go check them out. But anyhow, of course, mine is a variegated, and I'll be doing her skirt and her bow in a solid color. I just haven't decided which one yet. And the next time I go live, I'll show y'all. If I finish it, I'll show the finished project. If not, I will continue to work on it until we're done. Okay. There, Jane Doe has dropped the link just in case anybody wants to access that link directly. Have a great night, everyone. I have a Sesame Street blanket to finish it. Well, good night, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Okay, let me remove that now. Oops. I don't like it when it comes up with that. There. Oh, you just downloaded it. Great. Great. Okay. I don't know where I'm at now. Hang on a sec. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's not. Okay, that's 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Jackie, I wanted to ask you something real quick. When I started this pattern, my beginning point was around here. And as I go around, the beginning point seems to move in a diagonal across this project. But I'm getting the right number of stitches, obviously, because I'm counting and double checking myself. And I don't know if that is normal. What do you have to say about that? What do y'all have to say about that? One, two. I'm not real familiar with crocheting in the round. I've been crocheting all of my adult life since I've been 8 years old, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me finish my thought. But when I crochet in the round, it's usually something flat. It's not something that's 3D. You should not be able to see it, but it will shift because you're working in the round. Okay, well, I don't see it. No, I can't see it except where I did the back loops only for one round. I can see that where it's a little. Yeah, you can see it. But definitely was a little concerning to me that it was moving diagonally across like that. And I have a pattern that I downloaded the other day that talks about, and that will get covered with the script. Yes, it will. It will. It certainly will. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I downloaded a pattern the other day that said to use thread when you're making the head of this particular amigurumi. And any time that it juts off to either direction, or mostly to the left, to add a stitch to compensate for it, but don't include it in the stitch count. And I'm thinking, well, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. Because if you have to do that every 2 or 3 rows and you've got like 15 or 20 rows to do, maybe 30, don't you think your stitch count would be off? I do. And I would get really confused with that. I don't know. I'll send you the pattern so you can see what I'm talking about. But it kind of confused me, honestly. Let's see. What is this? 2, is this? Yes, I just did 2 in this stitch. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I have not worked anymore on that diamond painting that I was doing last week. I guess I'll save it for Wednesday or Thursday night. That's a mess. That's what I thought, Jackie. It seemed like a real mess, just a disaster, really. If you got confused. I didn't care for the pattern. So what I'm going to do, I mean, the pattern's cute, don't get me wrong. But what I'm going to do is just do it the way I know how to do it and not add any stitches and see if it works out. It was on that doll. I downloaded a doll. And I thought I showed it to you. Maybe I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. I don't know if I've got this right or not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I do have it right. Hey, babe, what's up? Oh, thank you. Is that your change from the store today?
I accidentally gave you the wrong change. You can have it though.
Well, I'll give it back to you. Just
No.
give me. I'll do it when I'm done with this. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna keep the quarters for 75-cent slushies.
So all that $11 is not mine. It's yours.
I gave you back 6.
Oh, was it 6?
You gave me 10, and I gave you back 6.
Oh, okay. So okay. All right.
I only spent $4 at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'll just keep it since it's mine anyway. What do y'all think? Would adding stitches throw off the look of the doll? Well, I don't know the answer to that. But what I know about crocheting, I'm going to answer yes, if that makes sense. I feel like it would. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it both ways and see what the consequences of doing it her way is versus doing it my way or the way I know how to do it. Maybe that's a good idea. What's the matter?
Nothing.
That's my son I'm talking to, y'all. Apparently, he's parched and he's in here making noise and getting himself some water. How's your ear?
Meh.
Meh. You know we need to put the other drops in it.
I did.
You did? The green? Okay. Good. How many drops did you have to use for that one?
I said 5 to 10.
Who did it for you?
You-
Don't do that again. I'll do it for you because you can't count your drops. I think that if the pattern is well written, you shouldn't need any. Right. Right. Thank you for that addition, Jackie, because I believe that you're right. If a pattern's well written, you should be able to crochet exactly the amount of stitches per row that it tells you to crochet. What is it, dear? No, I do not want any. You eat it, okay? I'm going to shut my camera off for a few minutes because my son's in here and he's going to be walking back and forth behind me to get to the freezer. And I really don't, I don't like to put my kids on the, on the internets. I don't mind doing videos of him when he's in band, but that's a whole group of kids, it's not, But I'm really hoping to get that, what do you call it? Diamond painting finished probably by the weekend. That's what I'm hoping. If I do it Wednesday and Thursday and maybe Saturday while I'm doing my live stream Saturday, then I'll probably get it done because this thing's going by really quickly. Okay, what row am I on now? Number 31. Work 1 single crochet in the first 8 stitches, then 2 single crochet into the next. Okay, so I'm making this into 60 stitches. Okay. Oh, goodness. So 60 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Got an old train going by the house. Isn't it funny how when you live near a train track and you get used to that sound, it's almost like if you move away from it, your whole life changes. You got to get used to a new one. A new life without the train. That happened to me when I was a kid. We lived right down the street from some train tracks, and I got so used to hearing that train at night. And then we moved to another town with no train tracks near. And I can't tell you how long it took me to get to sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That was crazy. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you done? No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Birdie, what are you doing? 9, 2. Is Boots in my yarn? Will you close this back up when you get a minute? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. Okay. Y'all, my hands are really starting to feel it. They are feeling this stitching tonight. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, look, don't come back here, okay? All right. All right. There. Oh, Lord, I lost my count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really like being able to see my stitches. 3, 4. It's 8, 9, and 10. Well, these rows seem to be turning out like I need them to. It's getting awfully ruffly for a head. Let's go to the next row. Excuse me. Okay, now single crochet in every stitch for 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Oh, wow. For 10 rows. And then we're going to decrease. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I really do like the way that this yarn is working up, though. The colors and everything. I like that a lot. One, okay, never mind. 4, 5, 7. Good night, dear. Hey, come here. Son. Either get some Tylenol or some Motrin to take before you go to bed. Remember, she told you to.
Yeah.
I would do Motrin unless you're worried about the headache factor.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
You are? Okay. Of course, I'm not sure that Tylenol won't do the same thing. Well, now that you have your antibiotics, it should start really helping a lot.
I hope so.
It will. Oh, and get your Benadryl too. Why are you drinking out of the milk jug?
Because Dad does it.
I think that is instinct for men to do. What do you think? Every man I've ever known drinks out of the milk jug. He didn't used to do that. And now he's almost 17 and he's turning into a young man and he drinks out of the milk jug.
Where have you been?
Hey.
I've done that for a while.
You've done it for a while?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I haven't been paying attention.
You used to tell me not to.
When?
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, I thought you quit.
No.
Nope. He said nope.
It doesn't dirty up any dishes.
It doesn't dirty up any dishes. You goofball. Go to bed. Go to bed. You're in my business.
Well, you called me out here.
I know, just so you could do what you're supposed to do. Now go. Oh, no. It's only milk for him. If it's the family milk, he should quit that mess. He should quit that mess. Actually, it's usually just him that drinks the milk. I don't drink milk. Poppy doesn't really drink milk. So, yeah, it's pretty much for him. Violet can't drink milk. She's intolerant. So, yeah, it's pretty much just for him. I guess if I needed to make a dish with milk, I would use that milk. Then again, if I were to use a dish that made milk, I would probably use half and half instead of milk anyway. So there's that. Good night, dear. I will be so glad when that boy's ear quits hurting. He's moping around here like he's lost his best friend. And I know he's in pain. And I just hate it. Really hate it. And with those migraines that he goes through enough pain. You don't need this stuff added to it, you know? 1, 2, 3. So my son bought his family a dog last week, and it's a Sheltie. Cute little dog. Very cute. Well, he called me today, and we were discussing the dog, and he told his family and the kids, he said, look here, y'all are going to have to take this dog out, because if it makes a mess in my house, I'm going to have to take him back. And my little 3-year-old grandson said, "Don't take Rusty back, Daddy. He's my best friend." And I thought that was just so precious. He already thinks the dog is his best friend. He's such a handsome little booger. I can't wait till I can see him again. I don't know when that'll be, to be honest. I don't like going to Jacksonville, Florida, and that's where they live. I lived there most of my adult life. Well, actually, I guess it's not anymore because I left when I was 35. So I've been gone for 25 years. But I lived there a very long time and had, I didn't leave anything there and don't feel like I need to go back to get anything, you know. But now I have a grandkid that lives there and I really would like to go visit. Plus my 2 sons live there. See, usually they come and visit me. But they've both recently changed jobs and started with new companies. Say within the last 6 months, each of them have done that. And so now they've got to, you know, dole out their PTO and stuff. They don't get as much time as they did before. And yeah, it's just life. Just life stuff. Y'all, I thought I left the stitch marker off. Kind of startled myself there for a minute. I don't need to leave that stitch marker off. I'm kind of irritated that it looks so ruffled. I guess it won't by the time I get these rows finished. But wow. I guess if it's too ruffledy around the neck, I can always just put a pretty little scarf on her to hide it. It's one thing I love about crochet. When you do make mistakes, you can usually get creative and minimize them. Except for that crazy Highland cow we did. I'm still a little bit bitter about the Highland cow, y'all. Now, I did make my own version, but I was kind of irritated with myself that I let that cow kick my behind. And it did. It had me so frustrated, I wanted to cut it up into pieces. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This bunny is looking a little bit bigger than the one in the original pattern. And I think I know why. I've been sitting here thinking on it for a while. Hey, Charlotte Brown, how are you? Look at there, 2 Charlottes in the same space. That don't happen very often. Weren't we just discussing that, last night? In Mona's chat? Or was it Mona's chat or was it I can't remember whose chat it was. Noni May? Anyhow, we were talking about how when we were kids, we didn't even realize there were other Charlottes in the world. And now that it's become a more popular name again, seems like they're popping up everywhere. I was in Walmart not long ago and somebody was hollering Charlotte. And I'm looking around going, what? Come to find out they were talking to some little 3-year-old kid. It kind of tickled me. Like, well, I'll be darned. I'm not the only one today. But, you know, it's shocking after you spent your whole life just being kind of like the only Charlotte in the room in the city. And then all of a sudden they just start popping up everywhere. Don't quite know what to do with myself. Y'all, my hands are really aching. I'm going to sit here and stretch a little bit. And we will just chat amongst ourselves. So if y'all want to talk about something, please leave it in the comments and we'll discuss, okay? I cannot wait until my new yarn from Premier comes, because then I can do like a video and show it off. I mean, we are crocheters. We love to show off our yarn, don't we? I'm going to have to buy some more, what do you call those things? Vacuum seal bags, because I want to put them in the living room. I've got some shelving, and once I vacuum seal all the yarn, I can just put bags and bags and bags up along that shelf. And I think I will be able to condense a lot. So that's going to be cool. And then I've got 3 shelves. Excuse me. And I thought what I would do is put all the stuff that I condense on the top shelf, and then have maybe 2 shelves of yarn that's pretty much readily available and stuff that I can go to for the next project. We'll see how that works out for me. I don't know if it'll work that way or not. What'll probably happen is I'll need something that's in the vacuum sealed bags. I'll pull it down. I'll open it up, and then it'll stay on the floor for a week. That's kind of how I operate. But putting things away from me sometimes gets a little, well, I don't necessarily always do what I should do. Let's put it that way. Gosh, that looks so nice. Let me put some more stuffing down here in the front. It looks like her pants are too tight or something. I don't know. I think, too, that the skirt will hide some of that puckering that I don't like. There. That looks a lot better to me. Okay. Let's see. You know, I really should have put I'm going to find where I don't know how many rows of 60 that I've done. So I'm going to try to find. I'm either on the 3rd or 4th. Okay, I see it. I'm on the 3rd. So what I'm going to do is stick a piece of yarn right here, so that way I can count my rows. Where's a piece of yarn? There's some right there. Scissors. I think I might have to go grab my scissors. Are you in here? No, you are not. Y'all, look what I got. I got a whole new set of paintbrushes for my my paint by numbers. And what is so cool about them is, let's take well, I'm trying to find an example. Let's use this as an example. So on a regular acrylic brush, you have your bristles, and they're kind of long. See how long they are? They're like that long. Well, for paint by numbers, the longer your bristles are, the less control you have over where your paint goes, right? Oh, Crafter, my mother was Winnie. I'm Winnie. My daughter is Winnie Lee. And now I have 3 granddaughter baby Winnies. Crafter, that is absolutely precious. Well, my granddaughter, I only have one granddaughter, and she's Millie, but her name's really Amelia. And my daughter gave her that name because, do you get them mixed up? Let me get back to what I was going to say. Okay, and then I'll tell the rest of the story. So anyhow, I've got this longer acrylic brush right here. But now this one, do you see how much shorter it is? And that gives you more control in those really tiny little spaces. Because in Paint by Number, the spaces that you have to paint are itty bitty in a lot of cases. So I got these because they had the little tiny short bristles on them. Like this one here. This one's similar. This one here's a 3, and this one here's a 10. But see that? It's just a tiny bit. And then this one here is a chisel. It's a blending brush. But look how small it is. I just love that. Like, let's see. Do I have my blending brush in here? No, I don't. Well, this is sort of a blending brush, but look, see how it's long? Now, the thickness doesn't matter. I'm talking about the lengths. See that? Because, I mean, you can get brushes that have shorter bristles, but still have, in fact, this one's more like the one I was showing you. See how that one's long, but this one is the same shape. It's a chisel shape, but it's so much shorter. It's half the size. So I'm very excited to use these and to see how much better they work. I know they're going to work better because, well, I mean, it's just a simple fact that the shorter your bristles are, the more control you have over where your paint goes. So I'm excited. But I just got these, well, I got some of them last week and I got some of them this week. But now, oh, I wanted to tell you too, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. So these are the brushes they usually give you with Paint by Numbers. And this is my acrylic. This comes in the kit. And the ones that I bought are even shorter than that. So let's see, what is this? A 5, and this is a... It doesn't look like a 5. It looks more like a 10, but still. I don't know if y'all are interested in painting, but just thought I'd share a little knowledge, you know? Oh my goodness. You get them confused all the time. I bet they get each other confused too, don't they? But I think it's nice that you know, your family has, they treasure you so much that they wanted to pass that name down, you know, and I think that's wonderful. None of my kids named their children after their mama. And I was named after my dead grandfather that I never met. So, I mean, there's that. That always really creeped me out. And I don't know why, but I was always a little offended that I was named after a dead person. I understand the concept of it. but I didn't care for the idea. So when I had my children, I did not name them after dead people. Now, I will say that my daughter Rachel was named after my grandmother. I gave her my grandmother's middle name. I mean, her middle name is my grandmother's first name. And her name is Rachel Louise. And my grandma was so tickled when that baby was born and I told her what her name was. She was really tickled. But my grandmother was alive when I gave my baby that name. So there's a little bit of a difference. I didn't name her after a dead person. I named her after somebody I loved dearly, and who was alive. Y'all, I think that I'm going to end this stream. I have been live for 2 hours and 32 minutes, and my hands are starting to hurt. Charlotte Brown, yes, I am interested in painting. On Wednesday, I have a paint class at the senior center that I go to. That's awesome, Charlotte. That is awesome. I have not painted in years, and I bought myself a paint by number kit so that I could get back into it, and kind of get my chops going, if that makes any sense. I used to paint a little bit, freehand draw it and paint it and that. My grandmother was an art teacher for 30 years. I won't forget to check my email, Jane, I promise. But anyhow, I'm thinking about starting to do a paint by numbers video in the mornings on Tuesdays. I'm not doing it tomorrow, though. I still have a few things I need to get in place before I do that. I will be live again for sure on Thursday night after Jackie at Handcrafted by Jackie's live stream. Usually ends at 11 o'clock Central Time, which is midnight Eastern Time. If you can make it, I would love to see y'all in that particular live stream. And I also go live on Saturday nights, every other, with my friend Grumpus on Fire, who is a barbecue griller, and we talk about food and not crocheting, not crafting usually, and we're just hanging out with friends and goofing off. Okay, but I'm always live crocheting on Monday nights, and I do little pop-ups in between in the week. So I cannot wait to see y'all again. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you again real soon. All right.